Welcome to ScaleCarModels. Today I'll be taking a look at the 1/25th scale Revell Cadillac Custom Lowrider model kit. This is part of the California Wheel series from Revell, and this is a scale level 2, which will require you to have glue and paint to assemble the model as per the directions. First, what I'll do is show you guys a look around the box, then I'll open everything up, show you details of all the parts, and then I'll let you guys know what I think of the kit. Looking at the outside of the box, you can see they have a nice picture of what the model could look like if you build it as per the directions in box art. Then they just have similar pictures on the other sides of the box. So you can see here this is a 2012 release. So this was just released this year. And then here, typical Revell monogram fashion here, you have information about the model, paint guide. Length is set 8 7/8 inches. There's 110 parts. Everything's molded in white. There's water slide decals as well as chrome plated, gold plated. You have clear parts, vinyl tires, decals, all that nice stuff. So let's open it up, see what it has inside. Upon opening the box, you can see it is stuffed full of all parts, which is a nice thing. And there is everything. Looks like it's in its own bag here. You can see we got our clear parts. And I'll look over all these parts in more detail here at the end. White molded parts. Another bag of white molded parts. Here is your body. Here are those gold plated parts I talked about for the custom lowrider version. Another bag of white molded parts. Wow, quite a few parts in this. For only 110 pieces it is. Chrome plated pieces. Another bag of chrome plated pieces. Have your, looks like white wall inserts there. It's kind of nice to see. Really small little tires here for the Dayton wheels. Looks like you got a metal axle and then some screws to assemble some parts. And here's your instructions. Oh, there's your decals. Let's check those out first. Everybody likes the decals. I'm not really a big fan of decals. So there you go, got some striping, license plates, little insignia here. So very nice. Kind of some odd colors, but hey, I guess it goes along with the theme. They always use some strange color combinations, which hey, I'm not saying it looks bad, it's just a little different. Typical Revell custom Cadillac Lowrider instruction manual. And with these new Revell manuals, they have all the parts listed, and then they do the parts or the paint guide here. And looking through the instructions, everything is nicely laid out. Very large pictures to help you put this all together. And then at the end, they have the guide to put the decals on. So there you go with that. So let's take a look closer at all these parts. Here's what's included in the clear parts bag. Just the single one-piece windshield, rear windows set up there, and then just some clear lights for the front and back. Here are all the parts laid out, and there are 9 parts trees plus your chassis, the interior pan, and the body here, which this body is really nice. It has the opening hood and the opening trunk. You got a sunroof there. And looking over the parts themselves, they look really good, and I'll give you guys a detailed look here in a second. And one thing I will say is, when you look at the box and you see 110 parts, you think it's not going to be all that detailed like a lot of the kits that I've looked at in the past, and you guys can check back through those, or if you've already watched them, you probably would agree. But this kit's a little bit different. It's got a lot of detail in it for being, a kit with only 110 parts. So I really give props to Revell for not only the way they package this kit, but the way the box art looks and these white molded parts. So let me give you guys a close-up look here. Starting over here, you can see the detail level on the underhood area is very, very nice. I mean, this is something that I did not expect at all when I first got this kit. But, I mean, you can see they include pretty much everything. Detail in the gas tank. Here's some of your front and rear suspension there. Very nice. And this is your firewall right there. Very impressive. They include all the brake system and heater system, air conditioning, all that stuff. Your engine, this includes the 4.1 liter V8. It's all stock, but really detailed. It's a nice engine overall. And everything fits perfectly to the kit, to the car itself. I mean, everything's perfect. It's exactly what you'd expect if you bought, you know, a Cadillac car of this age. This year, I should say. Dashboard, really nicely detailed. Bucket seats front and back. There's your, then you can put your speakers in. Very nice. Look at the detail there underneath the hood and the trunk lid. They also have the hinges included in place there. So overall, awesome looking kit. This is very nice. This is not something that I expected with the least amount of parts that they include. But every part has so much detail in it. I mean, even just this exhaust. I mean, most of the time you see kits that have this little amount of parts and they'll have the exhaust and everything molded in, but you can see here it's got, you know, it's one piece, but it's really detailed. They have the catalytic converter. There's your muffler. It looks like they have a little slightly drilled out tip. And there's your water pump. So I mean, there's all kinds of, you know, detail in each of these parts, which is really good if you can paint them up nice, and it's just overall a really good kit. After taking a good look at the Cadillac Custom Lowrider kit from Revell, I can say that I do highly recommend this kit. However, I wish they would have included, you know, the stock wheels and tires. They included pretty much everything else. And you would think normally that being only 110 parts in this kit that it would be like a lot of the other kits and it's not very detailed. However, each of those 110 parts are very, very detailed, so don't be fooled on that, guys. So whether you want to build this car as a lowrider, or maybe you want to find some wheels and tires that might make it look stock, or you want to use it for kit bashing, any way you go, this is a great kit. So if you see it on the shelves, guys, or online, be sure to check it out. It's definitely a great kit and I highly recommend it. I'd like to thank you all for watching. You guys have a great day. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.